Hello everybody, my name is Wolfo. I have been a Shadowverse player since Dawn of Calamity, so not very long. And I'm gonna be letting Yu-Gi-Oh players rate Shadowverse cards. I'm here with two friends, Oddice.
Hello.
And Zeros.
Hello.
You guys know practically nothing about Shadowverse, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool.
There's a dog, that's it. That's pretty much it.
The dog is actually on here, so... that's great. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing some cards, and you are gonna be rating them how good they are. Before we do that, Yu-Gi-Oh players, more like you non-believers.
Shut up,
Right.
whoever said that.
But before we do that, let's show you a Shadowverse card, so you know what you're dealing with. Okay. Right. So you should see a goblin on screen, right?
No.
Yes, no, yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is a goblin. This is basically the most basic follower in Shadowverse. It's a one play point, that green button over there. That's basically its mana cost. So it costs 1 mana to play it. That blue sword looking thing, it's its attack, and that red shield looking thing is its defense.
So it's like a pendulum monster.
You can say that somehow.
No, more like a fucking vanilla.
It is a vanilla, yes, actually. It do be a vanilla.
You can say pendulum monsters are integrated into these.
So, it has 1 attack, 2 defense, it's a 1 play point drop. It's a bronze card, doesn't really matter, just a rarity. However, this is its evolved version. Basically, a card can evolve twice if you go first, and 3 times if you go second.
Okay.
And its stats basically increase by 2. And it can gain additional effects, but this is a vanilla, so yeah. Alright, so this is pretty much all you have to know about a Shadowverse card. And the effects that we get into later. Oh boy. Alright, so Shadowverse works off a class system. It are basically 9 classes, and basically, I think it's easier if I just like explain a class, show you cards, then explain the other class. Like, I think that's easier. So, let's start with neutral. Neutral can be played in every class, and it's pretty much just like all around okay-ish cards. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's start with Bellringer Angel. So, she's a 2 mana, 2 play point card. She has 0 attack and 2 defense. Her effect is a ward, which basically works like Dupe Frog, where you can only attack this card. And last words means when it dies, you draw a card. So what would you rate this?
Alright, so let's think about this. So it floats, it's a Dupe Frog, and that's pretty much it. I think it's kind of mid.
It's like from 1 through 10 being the best. It's like a 4 probably, like most likely.
A 4.
A 4? Out of 10.
Yeah, 4 out of 10.
Okay, 4 out of 10. Okay. This card indeed doesn't see play anymore because it's way too slow. But when it got released, this card saw play for about 5 years.
Sounds fun.
This card was literally a tier 0 card. It's
So
crazy.
basically, what's like a Yu-Gi-Oh reference that could be. So basically, BA smile.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could like do this as like a set scaling rule. That's basically it. Alright.
Okay.
Well, that's this card, I guess. Alright, next card. We have DJ.
What?
DJ ain't here, but it's DJ. So yeah, it's a 2 play point monster or follower. It has 1 attack and 3 defense. Its effect is on summon. Fanfare is on summon. Select an enemy follower. It cannot attack until the end of your opponent's turn. And you can also play it as a 5 cost. And if you do, it gains 3 attack, 3 defense, and basically the Dupe Frog effect.
How important is attacking in this?
It's pretty much your main damage. Yo, it's Cinder. Hi, Cinder.
Then I would say it's like a 7 out of 10. Like, it's kind of good not being able to attack when it's like important to attack.
Okay. LS?
I feel like it's a little bit ish. I'd say like a 5.
Yeah, this card is pretty mid. It's pretty bad. Did I write anything down for this? I just wrote not good. It's not very good. It's very slow in the card pack that it came out of. And yeah, it can attack like whatever. Just remove it, lol.
You want to join? Smile.
If you want to, sure.
Yeah, so this card is pretty mid, I think.
Shut the fuck up.
Well,
Yeah, this card's pretty mid, thank you. Right, so now we have 3 people joining us, I guess.
Yeah, I used to play like a lot of different card games though, so I feel like I have an unfair advantage.
That's whatever.
I played Hearthstone and shit.
You can answer last, okay? Small. Alright, next card. This card is quite weird.
in what way?
Sahaquil and
I did play Hearthstone a while, I just wasn't like good at it.
Alright.
I played for like a summer.
This is like a mini Yu-Gi-Oh! Essay. Let's go. Alright, so Crystallize means that you can play a follower as a continued spell. Basically, that's an amulet.
Jesus Christ, why?
Yeah, it's fucking weird. So on summon, put a neutral follower from your hand into play, give it Rush. Rush is basically that you can only attack. You can attack monsters at third summon. You basically cannot attack. Normally, you cannot attack the summon you summon. But with Rush, you can.
Yeah, so no summoning fatigue.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And the following effects. At the end of your turn, return this card to the hand. Last words, so when it dies, summon this card again. Then, if you played it normally, it gains Dupe Frog, and it gets evolved.
And what does the evolve thing do? Nothing? Or
Ward, when it evolves, it still has the ward effect. And at the end of your turn, you deal 8 damage to all other followers, so including yourself, including your own followers.
that seems good, to be honest. Like, except the evolve thing, but still.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would say it's like an 8.
An 8? So you think it's very? Do you think it's good?
Yeah, looks like it.
Allies, you here, or are you?
Yes, I'm still here. Don't worry.
Okay. I thought you got slapped by your mom. Anyway,
Right. So, my opinion on this card: it has too much text for Shadowverse players. Therefore, it's bad because no one plays it. 2 out of 10.
Alright, Slender.
Do you have like a mana limit per turn, like 10 or something?
On your last turn, yes.
So it's like Hearthstone where you get like 1 plus every turn.
Yeah, that's up then.
I feel like you could build a deck around this, like something that tries to OTK or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this doesn't snowball as good as it should. I feel like this is like a bad rogue kind of card. That's just there for trolling people, like Crusadia or something in Yu-Gi-Oh! So like, I don't know, 3.5 out of 10.
Cinder is like right on the money. It's a very meme card. This used to see play in aggro dragon decks, so we will get to that later. Where you basically, it's on paper, it's very good, like getting a neutral follower out of your hand. But it kind of like lacked good targets. Because it returns to the hand after it's summoned, so it's like whatever. it doesn't have like very good fanfare effects, neutral cards. So yeah, it's pretty mid. So yeah, Pretender was like right in the middle. Alright, so those were the neutral cards. Those cards, yeah, pretty mid. Alright, so Forest Craft. We're gonna get into it like the classes now. So Forest Craft. Forest Craft focuses on swarming the board with 1 play point, 1 attack, 1 defense tokens called fairies. And they can use that to combo with other cards. For example, some cards gain effects if you play a certain number of cards this turn. However, the cards may struggle individually. That's basically like a brief explanation of Forest Craft. So, we have a first Forest card. We have Nature's Guidance. This is a 1 play point spell. Return a allied follower or amulet to your hand. Draw a card. It's very basic.
So, how important is drawing in Shadowverse?
It's pretty okay.
And what's an amulet? It's like a spell or something?
An amulet is a continuous spell. You can classify it as a continuous spell.
Okay. That seems fine, like a -1 though, so is it a -1? Whatever. 8 rated mid seems like kinda mid. 5 out of 10.
Oh, nice.
I agree with Kat, and it's a 13 out of 10 card. Reason being, it's a waifu. That's it.
Okay.
No reason.
But what about the effect?
It's like fine. I like to draw.
Alright. Sender?
I don't think the draw a card part is like that important if I go by like Hearthstone standards. Because I feel like in games like these where you have like mana, drawing cards isn't as good because you still have to pay their cost and shit, and like you kinda just put yourself down a tempo and like a mana, so that's kinda bad. But like depending on the deck, if you have like a deck that profits from like summoning followers or like playing amulets, I feel like this could be fine, but like very niche card in a specific deck. So, and like even then, it's not because of this card that the deck would be good. It's probably like, I mean, it's kind of like Birdman in Yu-Gi-Oh, and the card is at 1 for a reason. So, I don't know. Really depends on the deck. So I'll give it like a 5 out of 10.
Right. So this card is actually, it came out in the very first set, and it's still being played.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. I mean, it's not dumb, but like it's a very fair card, but it's like really good for the type of deck that it is.
So 5 out of 10. Smile.
No, it's pretty much like a 7. I would call
You
it.
said it's very fair.
Field advantages is, yeah, it's pretty important, but it also depends on what deck you are playing. Now we're getting to the reason why Nature's Guidance is actually a good card.
Because of the...
Bilal, you should know this card.
A lot of times with Kate that they're talking about.
This is Rhino Roach, otherwise known as just Roach. This card is a 2 play point, 1 attack, 1 defense creature. It has Storm, that basically it can attack your opponent's life points directly, basically, and it can attack other creatures as well on the turn of summon. Yeah. On summon, for each card played this turn, gain 1 attack until the end of the turn, and the same thing as it's evolved is the same thing as its normal effect. So, zeros.
I assume this stacks with itself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it gets like 5. Yeah, it seems good. And but like for closing out games, it seems. Yeah, I would put it at like a 7 out of 10 because attacking is like important as I understood it from you, and since it gets more attack with summon and then the evolution.
The cat saying this is fucked.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I also feel like this is hella fucked. This is like Equimax. Like, surely you can just build a deck around this and just like punch it really hard every turn. Like, imagine this card when you have like, after like turn 10 and you have like 10 mana and you play this with like the other card and you just summon this 4 times. How much life do you have in Shadowverse?
20.
20. Dude, you can kill someone within like 2 turns with this. Like, this is super stupid.
Yeah, but it returns the attack to normal at the end of the turn.
Yeah, you just bounce it again. You bounce it, draw a card, summon it again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Alright. So, compare how good this really is. It's like putting Numeron Slifer decks into GOAT format. So it's busted. Therefore, it's another 13 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, Cinder is pretty much right on the money, actually. With the other card, returning this, basically just playing a bunch of one costs on like turn 7 when you have 7 mana. Just like play a fairy for 1 play point, play another one, play this, attack for 3, bounce it with the other card, play this again for 5. It's
Yeah, I feel like what,
pretty nuts.
What you can miss very easily with this card is like you can attack every time you summon it.
Yes.
So like it just snowballs so hard every turn you summon it. Like you attack for like 10 every turn. It's so stupid.
It's great in some decks, yeah.
Yeah, if you like think about it, like surely you kill someone on turn 10 or before turn 10 with this. Like surely this is like a deck that like focuses more on the early game.
Kind of. I guess you could say that, yeah.
Like by early game, I mean before like turn 10 happens.
Yeah, but that's basically every Shadowverse game.
Oh, fair.
Yeah,
I don't know.
games can end. Games can end in like turn 6, turn 3 even, sometimes, depending on the deck. But yeah, this card still sees play. It's like an 8 out of 10. It's very good. All right, next card we have Brilliant Fairy.
Honestly, this roach one seems like super fun to play.
Yeah, it's really fun. Right, Brilliant Fairy. Another
Mommy.
So on summon, it's a 4 play point, 3 attack, 4 defense creature. On summon, give 1 attack, 1 defense to another allied follower. If at least 2 other cards were played this turn, give 1 attack, 1 defense, and storm to all allied fairies. That's what it does. So Zeros.
Yeah, seems kinda mid, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Because the cost 4 gives you ally follower +1/+1, yeah, but like wait, was it this? Yeah. Wait, what was the storm again? Storm was you can attack directly, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but those seems kinda mid, except for like it going like turn 3 of the 2 card. You really, yeah, well.
But you can't play this on turn 2.
Okay, yeah, turns 6, 7.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's like 2 HK, but otherwise it seems like just a dead card in hand.
What Bilal says, you die at turn 6, 7. Yeah. So, Cinder.
I agree with Zeros on this one, to be honest. Especially knowing now that you die turn 6, 7. This might, my opinion might change with like depending on what fairy decks are. Because if you can play like a stall fairy deck that just puts up like a bunch of fairies and just like prevents your opponent from doing shit, and then you drop this as like a knockout card on like turn 7 or something, and you can just OTK with it. I can see this card being like playable in stall fairy decks, but if like stall fairy isn't a thing, then this card just seems shit, not gonna lie.
Okay. Alright.
I agree with Cinder.
That's it? You just agree with Cinder?
Yeah. It's
All
pretty
right.
much just like a 5 out of 10.
Well, you guys are all pretty right. This card's pretty slow. It's what Cinder said indeed. It could be a knockout card. Control Fairy is a deck, but still, there are way better uh,
Options.
options for that than this. It did see play, I think, but there's way better options. So yeah, you guys are like, what would you guys be? Yeah, very good. Right, next card. Our last last Forest Craft card. We have Aria Miasma Fairy. This card is another fucking Endymion card.
Oh boy.
Alright, so 4 play points, 3 attack, 3 defense. On summon, put a Fairy Wisp and a Fairy into your hand. A Wisp is a 0 play point, so you can summon it for free. But you can only summon it as your first or second card that you play. Okay. And when it evolves, give your leader, so basically give yourself, the following effect. Whenever an allied Fairy Wisp or Fairy comes into play, give it 1 attack, and it can attack creatures the turn of their summon. And when they die, deal 1 damage to the enemy. Also, it lasts for the rest of the match.
So, okay.
Zeros.
It's like 4 mana or whatever the cost is. So it seems again like it could be a grind card for like turn 5-6 and then you somehow kill later on, but otherwise it seems like a dead card. Like it seems good in some decks, like again if you stall out for a few turns and then do it, it seems good, but otherwise seems rather gimmicky.
Okay, Cinder?
This kind of looks like Mindburn to me. Like you just try to survive, like summon a bunch of small minions that like protect your life points, and then you make them do like chip damage to your opponent directly. It's like burn or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so this just seems like the key card to the deck being like Mystic Mine or something. And considering Mystic Mine itself is like kind of a trash deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! 2, and seeing that like there's a bunch of decks that apparently can just attack you directly and like not care about the minions, I would give this like a 3 out of 10.
Alright. Honest?
So I feel like this card, at first, unevolved is not fucking worth it at all. Evolving it is definitely worth it. It's like giving yourself Netherite Protection 4, Thorns 3, fucking Unbreaking 3 with Mending Armor on, while you're fighting like Pigmen or some shit, I don't know. So yeah, it just seems kind of worth it when it's evolved. It's like a 6 out of 10.
Alright. Well, you guys are pretty wrong, actually. Fairy Wisps are one of the most broken things in this deck. A 0 play, like a card that you can play for free to gain more combo counters for your, pretty much just like for your Roach, for example. Seems pretty nice. It also gets you a Fairy, which is like whatever. But yeah, when it's evolved, it's also pretty good. You can just like break your opponent's board like very easily with Wisps and Fairies. 2 attack fairies or 2 attack play points are like pretty okay. So yeah, it's decent. It's very decent. Okay.
Okay, so new rule: every waifu from now on is considered a 10 out of 10 because we know that they are all broken somehow or something. I don't know.
Well, good thing our next archetype doesn't have any waifus at all. Alright.
0 out of 10.
You're actually not wrong. Alright. Swordcraft. We're going to go with Swordcraft next. So, Swordcraft attacks swiftly. It attacks fast, can do quick things. It focuses on followers that can often make each other stronger, but they struggle defensively, which may cost them the game later on. So, knowing that information, how good is Quickblader? It's a 1/1/1 with Storm.
Yeah, it seems kind of. Well, Storm was attacking directly and on the summon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it seems kind of mid in the late game. Like, maybe like at first, like the first few rounds, it's good to like poke stuff, but the kinda looks bad. It's like a 4 out of 10.
Alright. Cinder?
I mean, you said no waifus, but like the evolved one can defo get it. I mean, look at the price.
My god.
Okay, sure.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
You're wrong, kind of.
Okay,
I know
so
Zero agrees, so.
go on.
I don't know, it seems like hella mid. So.
Fair.
Seems like a bang average card, so like 5 out of 10 itself. Maybe in the deck it's like a key card or something, but like the card itself looks bang average.
Okay. Alright.
Not a waifu. 0 out of 10.
Fair. Raid discard? What is that?
I don't know about
What's
you,
this card?
Cinder, but that does not look like a female. I don't know.
The fuck is this?
What do you mean?
It does
Oh.
not.
Fuck off,
First
Belial.
time enemy followers destroy when the strawberry card.
Fuck Belial.
Yeah, this card's pretty mid. This card's pretty mid. It's
Why you let them so high? What the fuck?
it could be okay, like if you like draw this turn 1, just like poke your opponent. But it's pretty mid.
I just gonna ignore the name of
It's-
that.
It's good in aggro. It's good in aggro sword, I guess, but aggro sword doesn't exist, so yeah. Not anymore, at least. All right, next card. We have Spartacus.
What now?
Spartacus.
Oh, Spartak. Oh, okay.
My
Right.
fucking god.
6 play point 45. On summon, transform the last card. Basically, this does. If you deck out, you win. And at the end of the turn, you put 2 random officers from your deck into your hand. Or 2 like followers. But still. That's pretty much all this.
And what's the wall form?
The same thing.
effect?
The same thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems kind of good.
What, decking out? Decking out is good.
Like, decking out but winning. Like, there's like a card that makes lets you deck you out easily, and then you use that later on, and then you just win.
Okay.
Like, it seems very specific, but in this specific deck, it seems kind of good.
Okay, sure. Cinder?
What if it's like grass on crack?
Yeah, basically.
There's no card that's basically grass, basically.
Yeah, that's why I'm not playing the game, so.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Imagine milling 20 in Shadowverse, so much fun.
There is actually a deck that does that, but we'll get into that later. Spot on. Alright?
Alright, so let's see if this works. Okay, so look into your DMs, and you're gonna see why I'm putting him as a 10 out of 10.
Can you show it on stream?
Yeah, I'm showing it on. I'm showing it on stream.
Monka ass.
People with real childhoods fucking don't know this shit. If you don't, I'm gonna boo you out of the stream.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. With
Yeah,
one letter difference.
Alright, this card's very memey. It's okay. Yeah.
Fucking know
You
it.
just have to like build a deck around it. It's very
Yeah, that's like
Okay.
what I said.
Okay, next card.
As someone who studied history, like you drawing the connection to Spartacus before drawing the connection to like actual Spartacus kinda hurts me.
I bought it. I watched the show.
Yeah, when I think
The
about
show
it,
was fucking garbage, dude.
I watched Lazy Town, not fucking history, my guy. I don't know.
Alright,
Dude,
Alexander.
Lazy Town was so shit. The shit was carried by Stephenson so hard, dude.
Alright, can we just
Bought
move
it.
on, please?
Yes.
Alexander, 8 play points, 6/7. Rush, so it's gonna attack followers. The turn it's summoned. Can attack up to 14 times per turn.
The
But
fuck?
it cannot attack the enemy.
This is
Wait.
so garbage. This has, to be
so
like,
bad.
this has to be like the worst card in the game, like non-ironically.
It actually isn't.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, so,
this isn't the worst card in the game.
Yeah, it is very. It's very.
it's a legendary, so it's like it costs much, right, to craft or something.
Dude, you can't even kill someone with this. Like, you can't tell me this is good. No way.
I
Like,
mean,
this is fucking truth gaming type of shit, dude. Like Alexander the Great, fucking
I actually have a video. I actually have a video for you.
Macedonia.
I have a video for you. Why though? Okay, yeah, it's good. I just wanted to let you see it. How it attacks 14 1.
About time we got started.
what the fuck is... What the fuck is even happening?
He's attacking 14 times. What do you mean?
But... Why?
I don't know. But it's very funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like...
It's basically clear your opponent's board. Okay, cool.
This video didn't convince me at all. It just
Yeah,
proved to me that
Yeah,
it's still bad.
It's very memey. It's yeah.
Yeah, it's very memey.
All right.
This is fucking white hole level.
What the fuck is the way? What?
Oh, what now?
White hole in Yu-Gi-Oh! When your opponent activates black hole, only your opponent's monsters are destroyed.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, true. All
Yeah,
right.
it's all I call your mom, so.
Cheems. Actually, just fucking cheems. Alright, so now we have Belial's favorite class. We have
The
Runecraft. So Runecraft is basically Sky Striker. It's heavily focused on spells, allowing to aggress control combo. Runecraft
Yeah,
also has another
so-
site called Earth Sigils, which we won't get into right now. But
So basically it's S tier.
it's Sky Strike.
Good.
Insight, 1 play point, draw a card.
So, question: do we have a legal Ray?
It's kinda
Sure.
good.
Right, Zero says it's pretty good. Cinder. Yes, you have to edit this card. Control the square.
Upstart Goblin, base.
True. Yeah, this
Indeed,
card's
I'm
this
not
card's
so
insane. 10 out of 10, very simple. Very easy, very effective. Alright, D-Shift. Belial's favorite card. Alright, so 20 play points. Normally you wouldn't be able to do this, because you only have a max of 10. But it has, whenever a spell gets played, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. Then you gain an extra turn.
Yeah,
if you
so
play.
That
is
seems
this
broken.
still the same deck? Like,
Sorry?
That seems really good.
like still the same deck, like the spell card deck that Belial played.
Yes.
Yeah, Yeah, it's basically just Sky Striker. Now you have the little girls too. Like, except they actually have Booba this time.
That's so true.
Yeah, it's really funny how Belial started playing Shadowverse, liked Sky Striker in the game, tried to play Sky Striker on Dueling Book, and got clapped by a random Infernoid player. That's like the best thing that happened to me in like a good, like since I got my dog.
Kind of fire, not gonna lie. Yeah, this card is insane. It's probably the best spell card ever printed. Best card ever printed. Still sees play, and it'll probably see play for a very long time. Card's insane. Alright, now we have Whims of Chaos. Another spell card. 5 play points. Give both leaders the following effect. At the start of your turn, change the cost of all cards in your hand to a random number between 1 or 10. And this lasts for the rest of the
It's gambling.
Yes, so Zeros, what do you think this card is?
Yeah.
Just yeah?
I totally listened and wasn't distracted by the Tosaka written as my waifu.
This stream white-hearted.
because of
Yeah,
the-
I know.
Because of the name, Smile, written
And-
Vescal. But let me read it. What?
It
That
literally
seems-
explains after.
It seems fine, like...
It seems fine.
What the fuck? Oh my god, wait. Oh my... Oh,
Yeah, no, wait. This is actually just broken.
Okay, but
Yeah,
also
this is-
it's also changes for you, so it's like, wow.
I mean, yeah, if you get like a low, then you can just pop off.
Alright.
Yeah, I love this card. Gambling is so based.
Yeah.
Somebody clip that.
Yeah, like there's a reason I'm banned from like multiple sports betting sites. Not a joke, by the way. I actually am. But that's a story for another day.
You can tell that more tomorrow, buddy. You can tell that tomorrow.
But yeah, the card look seems hella fun, and just for that, I'm gonna give it a X out of 10.
Alright.
You will have to play the card to find out how many points I give it.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Alright, I have a few questions. First of all, matches in the Shadowverse just like Yu-Gi-Oh ones.
What do you mean?
It's like 2 out of 3. It's out of 3.
What
That's not free.
do you mean?
Is
Well, I
it
have
like
to play
best
two.
of 3?
Best of 3. That's fine.
It's a best of 1.
Okay. Now the second question is, how many cards do you start out in the game?
You start out with 3. The first player draws 1 card, and the second player draws 2 cards.
Okay, I'm only going to give it 4 out of 10 just because of gambling. That's it. I have no other reason.
Alright, well, yeah, it seems very memey on paper, right? But it's actually really good against combo decks. Especially against like
My
Forest
fucking
Craft.
ass.
Especially against Forest Craft, because changing the cost of their fairies is kind of like the entire win condition. So yeah, it's pretty good. Let's just leave it at that. It's pretty good. Alright, that was our Sky Striker archetype. Let's go with dragons. Alright, I think you are very in place here.
I am indeed going to be showing up here a few times.
Alright.
You've shown 20 little girls so far. He's already in it.
Oh god.
Alright, so Dragoncraft is all about dropping massive threats and having the tools to help them there, to help them get them there.
Wait, massive. Wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
They're usually
no.
slower earlier in the match, but very powerful late game.
Wait, so you're telling me they are dropping like bombs or something?
Yeah, literal nukes. Literal nukes.
Oh, now that's
Alright,
fun.
Dragon's Oracle. gain an empty play orb, two play points. If basically an empty play orb is one extra mana that you can't use until the next turn. If overflow is already basically Dragoncraft have this ability if they are at 7 mana, you gain extra abilities basically. So if you're at 7 mana, you can draw a card.
Yo, by the way, Wolf, I have an idea for a stream this weekend.
Yeah, that's fine.
Watching Candidates tournament, but we take a shot every time we don't understand the move.
Sure. That's a great stream idea.
Anyways, yeah, the cast seem kind of good.
Alright. Zeros? That's Zeros.
Yeah, the
Cinder?
card seems kind of good.
Alright, Cinder?
What's the play point orb?
It's a mana. It's basically an empty mana. It's a mana that you can't use until next turn.
Oh, I see.
So basically, to explain it, if you have 4 mana, you play this card, you go to 5 mana, and then next turn you have 6 mana, basically.
But don't you have to play 2?
No, you have to play 1. Because every turn you gain an extra mana as well. So you basically, next turn you gain...
Don't you have to play like... Oh, so... Oh yeah, right. I mean... I think it's really good, like, early on. And like, as we already established, this deck lives from like dropping bombs later on in the game.
Yes.
Very concerning.
Well, like this could be like a card you want to see in your hand turn 1, but it's like very bad later on. So
but you draw a card.
Huh?
But you draw a card. If it's late game, you draw a card.
Yeah, but still, you have to pay like 2, and like if we already established, games don't go that long, so it kind of reminds me of like hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh, kinda, because like you want to see them turn 1, but like if you top deck them later on, they might just be like too bad, too late. So but like it still seems like a very good card in the same regard as like hand traps, so I'll give it like an 8 out of 10.
Alright.
Very biased, and I already have to give 10 out of 10 on this, but to explain my reasoning, first of all, I completely disagree with Cinder. I feel like it's better like late game than early game. Yeah, that's
Why?
pretty much it. Because you already have something that's like active, already late game, which is overflow, which we already established is like you already have to have 7 mana or some shit on like a dragon. Therefore, theoretically speaking, the draw effect should be good late game. That's pretty much it. I have nothing else.
Well, honest, you're kind of wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, what Cinder said, basically gaining an extra mana for next turn is kind of okay. Like basically starting out with 3 mana or like 2 mana, playing this and being like a mana ahead of your opponent is kind of okay. Especially because the good followers, good Dragoncraft followers, like cost like a fucking ton.
Yeah, just like you, Chad, you can also be good followers. Just click one button on your screen.
Yeah, follow me on Twitch. I'm never live, but follow me on Twitch.
Hashtag ad.
Also join the Discord to get notified whenever I go live, which is like once a year. Alright.
Yeah, you just join Discord, you don't need to mute it, nothing is gonna happen there, don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. Just join it.
No one is active.
Free people. Just free the people. Alright. Phoenix Roost. It's an amulet, a continuous spell. On summon, half the cost of all cards in both players' hands. Rounded up. Whenever a card is added to a player's hands, half the cost.
Yeah, that seems very gimmicky. Not gonna lie. Like, on your turn it seems okay. On for the opponent's turn or whatever. But like if you're going second in general, seems kind of bad-ish. Wait, this is in context of the dragon stuff, right?
Sorry?
Is it in context of the dragon stuff?
Yes.
Oh, then it seems kind of good, kind of fine, like... Yeah, seems kind of fine.
Alright. Cinder?
I mean, doing the maths, you pay 5 to have everything else in your hand, but like you can't go from like 1 to 0, so that's out of the question. To like abuse that part. The rounding up part is really what like makes it seem a lot worse to me, because like you can't really profit from this because you already paid 5, so you can't like, do you get what I'm saying? Like whatever you do, you cannot like make profit by like playing cards that like, I don't know, like at most after you play this card you can play cards for that cost 5, and like costing 5, if you double it back to the normal cost, it would be like 10, but you already paid 5 for this card, so it just, I don't see why this card would be good. Like it just seems like completely useless to me, and also because of its name I'm gonna give it a 0 out of 10.
Fucking racist, dude. Look at this racist.
Alright, honest.
It's just kind of shit. More memey than anything.
Okay.
I honestly don't see how the maths works on this. Like,
Yeah,
You do know it's
Wait,
both
question.
players, right?
I have a question.
yeah, but that doesn't make it better, right?
No. I'm just
I have
stating.
a question.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so does it like stay until the end of the fucking match? Because it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's-
say so.
It stays.
Please!
Yes, it
Oh,
stays.
yeah, that.
It stays.
Dude,
stays-
what the
It stays until it's destroyed.
oh, then it's
Yeah, now that.
then it's like,
I did say it was a continuous spell.
yeah, but I'm not listening, dude. I'm playing Fire Emblem. Chill.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Bitch.
Yeah, this is insane. Then, like, this is just, yeah, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
what Belial says. You can turbo out high cost cards.
if you play this against that one spell deck with like only 0 and 1 cost cards, it's essentially just like only for you, because their cards can't go down anymore. So like I feel like it's very matchup dependent because it affects both players.
Mhm.
But like in the right matchups, this card seems just like an auto win to drop, to be honest.
Alright.
How does this work with the cards that like changes the cost? Like, does this first activate or get used, or the other one, like the one that's randomly assigns the cost?
I don't actually know how that ruling works. I think it's turn player first, and then... Yeah, it's turn player first.
So turn player priority. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so... basically, it can cheat out huge staff followers from Dragoncraft and outvalues healing control decks very easily, since you can just like ban them easy. But if you played it wrong, it can also backfire very hard, because it also is for your opponent. So, yeah. All right, I think a card that a lot of people are going to recognize. We have Ignis Dragon.
Wait, what?
Ignis
That looks like
Dragon.
a fucking Digimon.
Oh my god.
That the first time I saw it, I thought it was a Digimon as well.
Is that Drago from fucking Bakugan?
Oof.
Well, but yeah, it could also be.
Anime card toggers, yeah, thanks. This is an anime card. So accelerate.
An anime for the what?
Yeah, there's an anime of Shadowverse. Actually, two
Oh my God.
animes of Shadowverse.
Gee, quite
Alright, so it's a 7 play point 3/5. Accelerates, so you can play it for 3 instead of 7, but you don't summon it. You basically play it as a spell. You can play it as a spell for 3 play points.
Yo, it's penned.
Literally.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's literally
We
Peg.
even joked about Pendulum in this fucking game.
There's actually also Invoked, so we'll get to that later. Alright,
There.
so basically you can play it as a spell, gain an empty player. It's basically the same thing as Dragon Oracle without the draw, but for 1 extra cost. On summon, if there are 3 or less cards in your hand, evolve this follower and draw 2 cards. On attack, deal 5 damage to all enemy followers, gain 5 attack until the end of the turn. And it's the same thing as the
to be honest, just because it's an anime card, I say it's a 10 out of 10.
Ruling question: if you have it like in your spell zone, can you summon it from your spell zone for 7?
There is no spell zone.
I mean, if you use the accelerate effect, right?
Yes.
Can you then still summon it from that zone
No.
you put it?
No.
No. Then
It's basically used as like a quick play.
And it kinda sucks.
it doesn't seem that good, to be honest.
Why?
It just seems hella expensive for the accelerate effect. I mean, the normal effect looks hella broken, not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't think it can keep up with the other stuff we looked at so far. I'm gonna give it like a solid 6 out of 10 though.
Alright. Alright?
Give me a moment. I'm trying to find something.
Oh yeah, sure.
Alright. So, very biased, you see. Not only does it look like Drago, Bakugan.
Oh wait, 1 sec, Bilal said something. If you evolve it in the same turn, it gains rush?
No.
But that's what Bilal said.
But
Oh,
yeah. If you evolve it, it gains rush. Yeah, correct.
Wow. Oh, you're lying.
A lot better, because like it has like instant impact.
I guess.
I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning. Wow, I'm actually that bad.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
5 damage. That's like that kills like 80% of all cards, I feel like. Gains +5 too. I mean, does the +5 matter? Like, does it proc before you attack, like during the attack, or?
It procs before the attack.
Oh,
So it basically
seems
goes,
kinda
if you
good.
evolve it, it goes to like +10. It goes to 10 attack.
and having 3 or less cards, I feel like that's not that bad of a summoning requirement, evolve requirement. And you draw 2 cards. Dude, this card, like with... It just seems like like a fucking turnaround card. Like you can be losing very hard and you just drop this and suddenly you are winning.
Damn, it's almost like it's the protagonist's ace monster. How?
Interesting.
Alright, so this card is very good.
Say, I haven't given my opinion, sir, judge.
Cry about it.
Oh.
Go on.
So you see, it looks very much like Cross Dragonoid, you know, ace
Yeah.
monster of Inkuso from Destroya Bakugan the series. So I'm clearly going to give it a 700G out of a 10 because that's the G power that Dragonoid Cross that has. Yes. I'm
Crazy.
speaking English.
Alright. Well, this card's very good. It's indeed.
also a level 7 with like 5 attacks, so it ensembles every ace monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Dark Magician,
True.
like level 7.
True.
And,
What else?
and what else?
But
Uh,
yeah, this card's very good. But I don't think you know how it is played. This card is actually only played because of its accelerated effect.
Why?
Because there are better options for 7 play points.
No, but like, why would you play it when there's like already the other better card?
I mean, stacking mana, kind of nice. If you have 5 play points, you play Oracle, you play this. End your turn. You start your turn with like 8 mana next turn. That seems kind of nice, right?
Yo, it's good utility.
This card is 9 out of 10 just for the Axel. Yeah, true. Thank you.
Yes.
It's very good utility. It has very good board presence.
Yeah,
This card is like,
it's like very good utility.
yeah. But pretty much the only thing that's played for the 6 out of 10.
Play
Alright.
Arima Infernoid, guys, please. It's so good, trust me.
What is good?
Arima in Infernoid. I don't know why nobody plays it, it's so good.
Because no one plays Infernoid.
True.
That's not necessarily true.
Okay.
Kinda is.
We have our last dragon card. We have Dagon, Lord of the Seas. It's a 10 play point, 10 attack, 10 defense card. It cannot take more than 4 damage when it gets attacked each time. And it can attack thrice per turn. Thrice, especially such rice. So, Zeros.
Yeah. Game's kind of fine. Not that good, not that bad, but yeah. Like mid. A bit better than mid, but yeah. Like a 6, 7 out of 10.
Right, Cinder.
I'm not gonna lie, like looking at all the other dragon cards, is this the boss monster? I don't know. Like, it might be. It's like a 10 summon, it attacks 3 times. I mean, considering you can like turbo this out on like turn 7 in the dragon deck, this seems like pretty good. And like on turn 7, I mean, if your opponent only has like 1 monster on the field, like 1 ally, you just kill them with this.
Alright.
So, looks pretty good, yeah. And it's like also, it just survives. You can't kill it with like less than 3 attacks, so that's neat. I'll give it like a 9 out of 10.
Alright. Otis?
I feel like it's very gimmicky. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna show you this card again.
Okay, weird card.
Oh yeah, the Phoenix Roost one. So you summon it for 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's literally.
Bruce is
This deck is literally just Crusadia. It literally just OTKs on like turn 6. Well,
see why somebody likes that.
yeah, kidding, yeah. It's my yeah, but basically you play this in like an encounter deck. I haven't shown you that card, but I can quickly look. Encounter of the Deep. I mistyped it wrong. I can just Google Deep. Smart, please. Yeah, it comes. This basically searches it. So yeah, it has to have a deck built around it to be good. That's basically.
So I was right. It is very gimmicky.
It is very gimmicky, but it's very fun. All right, now we move on to Shadowcraft, the graveyard deck.
Share if you play Gravekeepers.
Share if you play Gravekeepers. All right, so Shadowcraft uses a resource called Shadows or Necromancies to use to gain advantage. Whenever a card gets destroyed, you gain a shadow, which you can spend to activate powerful additional effects. So here's where the fucked up stuff comes in. Dark Alice, 7 play point 5/5. Last words.
10 out of 10.
So when it dies, I'll banish all allied Shadowcraft cards in play and summon a Dark Alice. So basically summon itself. At the start of your next turn, banish all Shadowcraft cards in your hand and your deck.
Yeah, that's mommy. So it's a 10 out of 10.
Tear falling in the room. Good boy.
Good boy.
This seems like something I would like to play, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
Fair enough.
Hey, wait.
But why?
Question to Cinder.
Uh,
Play in what context?
because it says banish a lot of cards, and it says special summon big things, and it's a ball. So
Fair. And Odd Ice?
It's my opinion. She belongs to the streets.
Alright. Yeah, this card's very memey.
Uh,
It's a very memey card. It's not very good. Basically, you play it in a deck with a bunch of neutral followers that aren't very affected by this, but are affected by it reviving itself like literally every turn.
what
So-
are neutral followers?
You missed that part.
Oh, can you explain?
It's basically cards that can be played in class.
Oh, I see.
Just found the stupidest fucking shit possible.
No, I'm not gonna watch that on stream. Fuck off.
No, it's funny that it.
No,
Like,
I'll do it later.
What do you mean cut this out, dude? It's June, it's fine.
No.
I guess. Anyway,
She has like, just tell her to edit the video within like 28 hours, so.
Just
Sir Nunus. Fanfare, burial right. You can basically fuse cards to this card.
Wow, some
use.
You can basically shove a card into another card, and then you can draw a card. And another unsummon basically has two unsummon effects for no reason. If you spend at least 20 shadows to perform effects this match, reanimate a level 10 from your graveyard.
How is this not just the deck I would play?
I've never said that it wasn't. Yeah, but and as it evolves, it also just like revives a level 4 or a 4 mana.
That seems kind of fun.
All right, Cinder.
Again, 10 out of 10 looks super fun to play.
Yeah. Okay, but 20 seems like a lot, right?
Yeah, just activate grass. You'll be fine.
Okay. On ice.
Alright, first of all, I feel like it's not a waifu, so let's just get that bias out of the way. It's a 10 out of 10 because it revives something, and I like revivals. Not the Eminem album, that's shit.
I didn't know you were Christian. That's cool.
Alright.
I mean, yeah, same.
This is a very broken card right now. 20 shadows looks like a lot, but it's very easy to cheat out. Yeah, this like Mr. Japanese name said. This card is one of the most broken cards for Shadow as a rotation right now. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Alright, next card, Lord Atomy. This is a very fun card. Right, so 9 play point, 8/8. If 4 allied cards are in play, this follower costs 9 less play points, so it's basically free. On summon, if 4 other allied cards are in play, destroy all allied cards.
Yo, it's Toaster Bathtub Turbo.
What?
It's Toaster Bathtub Turbo.
Clueless.
Yeah, it seems fine. Kinda cost much, but like the grind seems good.
Are there like cards that get effects when they are destroyed?
Yes.
In Shadowcraft too, or?
Yes.
Oh. Jesus Christ, this seems so good. Oh. You just get to like trigger 4 cards for free essentially, and like put a body on field that has like 8/8. Like what the fuck, dude? I guess that's how you get like all your shadows engraved. Makes sense. Yeah, insane, dude. Like, it seems like one of the key cards to make the deck work.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Pardon?
like this because it's literally just a kamikaze.
True.
Eminem album. Oh, I like it.
Okay.
It's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, this card is it's also very memey, but it's a very good meme. It's you can cheat out a lot of high cost followers this way, but it's basically a 50-50. Either you high roll or you suffer. Yeah.
It's actually a win-win.
Yeah, it's a win-win situation.
This is how you pendulum summon in Shadowverse. Yes.
Pendulum!
This card is literally how you pendulum summon in Shadowverse. It's a very high payoff, but a very high risk.
Yeah, the seems hella base.
Alright.
Yeah, this is just to run into Solemn Warning or something.
So, Skeleton Raider. This is our last Shadowcraft card. During your turn, whenever an allied follower evolves, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. So, reminder...
Dude, I wanna play this deck now, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this seems so much fun.
It is very fun. It's also a very aggro deck.
Yeah.
So, basically, a quick reminder, you can evolve twice if you go first, and evolve 3 times if you go second. So, when it gets summoned, it has Storm, so it can attack the turn it's summoned. When it's summoned, you destroy an enemy follower. And during your turn, whenever an enemy follower is destroyed, deal 1 damage to all enemies, including the leader. Up to 10 times per turn.
It's like a way to get this back to your nose. Seems like fine, seems kinda gimmicky.
I love this archetype, 10 out of 10.
Did you even know what I was saying? Nah.
I mean, it's like 8 costs, so I can't tell how much lower it will go from like its own effect. But like, just have the effect to pop an opponent's follower on something. I haven't seen that much this far, so this seems kind of unique, so probably pretty good too. I didn't see any cards have protection against those types of effects, so that seems like even better.
It's basically non-existent.
Yeah, so this seems like a good... It seems like a good utility card, like good payoff if you can like... if you can get going well with your deck, like this seems like so good. Like this seems like it allows your deck to snowball very hard.
I actually have a clip, if I may.
Oh, you may not.
So this is 4 Skeleton Raiders on field, wiping an entire board.
Excuse me.
Look at this board.
Oh, all of them went down to 1. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
This is basically this is
an FPK deck.
it's turn 9, so it's not very useful. I mean, it's not very like usual. But Skeleton Raider is a very fun card. Also, there's 4 which I don't know why, but there's 4 on the board. There's a card limit of 3, same as in Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, it's so fun.
So is it good though?
That card is in here below. We'll get to that later. Alright.
How long is later?
We have 3 more crafts we have to get through.
Okay.
Right, Bloodcraft. This is basically the vampire class. You use your leader's defense or leader's life points as a resource, damaging yourself to gain more powerful effects. Ameling Wraith. Fanfare, deal 1 damage to both leaders. So 1/1/1. Ameling Wraith. Fanfare, deal 1 damage to both leaders. So 1/1/1.
Oh, it kinda sucks, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
It's
Okay.
Yeah.
secondly a 1-for-1. It's fun.
Alright. Cinder.
I mean, just from the name, I feel like Bloodcraft probably has something to do with like damaging yourself, like non-ironically, like and gaining profit from it. So I think like
I just said that, yeah.
could be very good. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry again, I'm not listening.
But yeah, this is busted. It's a staple.
No, in Fire Emblem, it's so bad.
It's a staple card in pretty much every blood deck. It's hurting yourself is kind of good in this deck. Yeah, it's busted. Right, Full Moon Leap, also a blood card. It's a 2 play point spell. You give 2 attacks to an allied follower, and if you have 2 or less other cards in your hand, you give Storm. Yeah, basically what Mr. Japanese Name said. This is a better quick blader in a class that has way more face damage than sword. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
It has a mechanic that pays off of being under a certain health total, and a mechanic that pays off by damaging yourself X time in the game. And also a mechanic where it has it gains effects if you discard a card. Alright, so what's this card? Zeros.
Can you ask someone else, Smile?
Cinder.
I don't know, man. This just... Is it continuous?
No. Think of this as like Rush Recklessly.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's not that good. 3 out of 10.
Alright. Oh, nice.
Give me a second, I'm eating.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
Meh.
Before you can get your wording zeros, feel
What do you
like
call it? Spell?
that. Oh, no, wait.
Clueless.
Okay, so first of all, it looks like an animal. So
It is.
only
It's
furries
literally a
like it.
werewolf.
Yeah, it's literally a werewolf. Therefore,
It's literally me.
furries like it. Therefore, it's bestiality. Therefore, zero likes it. Therefore,
What?
I don't like it. Therefore,
What's this line?
What the fuck you want, man? Alright, but this card's very good. It's played in discard blood.
ew. Cringe.
Basically, it's literally Infernity. This deck is literally Infernity. It
Oh,
pops off if you have no cards. So yeah, based. We'll get to the Infernity parts actually right now. Okay, well, our first invoked card.
Oh god.
It's actually in the same archetype as the Infernity card. So yeah, if this card is discarded, put 2 of this card into your deck.
Cannot see it right now.
Okay.
Wait, from the void or...
Yeah, from the void.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Wait,
Yeah,
it's
no.
invocation.
10 out of 10.
Dude, it's invocation. Fuck off.
It's literally invoked. It's literally invoked. Alright, so at the start of your turn, if you have 0 cards in hand, you just summon it out of the void. You just summon it out of your deck. You can summon it out of your deck.
0 out of 10. I don't want to see invocation on any card. 0 out of 10.
Because the waifu.
She's not even that hot.
You don't have pace.
Cap. Okay.
0 out of 10. She doesn't have any porn.
Fuck you on this fucking Shadowverse.
You would be surprised. Anyway. And when this follower comes into play, deal 2 damage to the enemy leader, restore 2 damage to your leader, and draw them. Also, when it evolves, discard 3 random cards. Deal 5 damage to 1 enemy follower that you can choose.
How do you evolve again?
You click a button.
Yeah, but like, does it cost something?
It costs a point.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah. You can evolve twice if you go first, and if you can evolve 3 times if you go second.
What the fuck? This is so broken.
Dumbest mechanic in the game. Invocation is just so dumb. True.
Yeah.
I Nico.
Invocation equals 0 out of 10.
Okay, but the actual power of the card?
I don't know, man. I'm too fucking hung up between invocation and device. My brain is not working.
0.
Also, sucking blood is kind of hot. Not gonna lie. Anyway.
Cheems. 0.
Yeah. Yeah, what?
How's the card? How strong is the card?
10 out of 10 because...
Alright, this card's very strong, thank you guys. Invocation, I hope Invocation doesn't get printed anymore. Alright, Havencraft. We have Havencraft. So Havencraft is a very heavy focus on countdown spells. Like countdown continuous spells. Called amulets. Yeah, this is basically, I think it's just a stun thing. Which don't unlock their first power when they are played, but when their countdown hits 0, a powerful effect can appear. Okay, we have Heavenly Aegis, a 9 play point 8/8. Reduce damage to this follower to 0. So it cannot.
Good.
It's no. Sorry.
Fuck's sake.
Can you now?
No. Wait, now.
Okay, cool.
Yo, it's towers. It's masterpiece.
Reduce damage to this follower by 0, so it cannot die. Not affected by other cards' effects, except for those that change its attacks. Cards attack effects.
Kinda good. Like, as a tower.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, this seems... I don't know how the fuck you autos except with the one Shadowverse card.
Which Shadowverse card?
Even that doesn't work. It seems a bit iffy to summon, because like, as Bilal said, games usually don't last until turn 9. Yeah, on another hand, I think Odes is gonna give this card a 10 out of 10, just because the word Haven rings bells for him that make him people happy. And
Already, for fuck's sake.
What? Okay.
Rate this.
So,
I don't know, like 6 out of 10.
Alright. Alright.
alright. Disagree with Cinder on this one. It's pretty shit. No reason is just like small. I feel like it should be like a 17. Then it evolves into like a 30 or some shit. I feel like then it's good.
Alright, so this card was very strong back in the day, but yeah, as Bilal said, turn 9 never occurs anymore. It's very high class. It's really outclassed by other high cost followers now, and it's very slow. So yeah, it's okay.
Right, it's shit.
Yeah, it's bad. Good to know.
Aegis was good in one meta, along with pre-errata Test of Strength, but then it slowly just phased out of existence because it's too slow. Yeah, exactly. Alright.
What's Test of Strength?
It's... I can actually Google it for you. It's a neutral amulet that gives like 1 attack or something. Test of... Jesus, I can't type. Countdown 2, while this amulet is in play, all followers that are in play have ward. So you have to attack that follower.
I see.
Alright, so I think our Mystic Mind players are gonna really like this one.
Where are they?
All 0 of us.
I won.
Alright.
Players in chat, speak up so I can ban you.
8 play point countdown amulets and statuated seraph. Countdown 1, so it costs 1 turn. Last words, summon an awakened seraph. An awakened seraph is countdown 1, summon a resonant seraph. Resonant seraph is countdown 1, summon a Seraph Lapis Glory B. And Seraph Lapis Glory B means win the match. So basically,
Wow.
this costs 4 turns to get off,
Shit.
to win the match.
Yo, it's like the moth thing in Yu-Gi-Oh. It seems way too old, to be honest. Like,
That's way to gimmicky.
yeah, it's like fucking Final Countdown.
Literally final countdown, yeah.
Yeah.
Might have had its own meta, but not anymore.
Yeah, it was played, but it used to be popular because it's an instant win condition. You can cheat its countdown to make it go faster, but it's really slow. You are most likely dead by the time you have 8 play points to spend anyway. Alright, and now we have one of the most degenerate cards ever minted.
Huggers.
Skullfade!
Oh,
10 play
Not
points.
even a.
10 play point 4/4. Whenever you
Yeah.
play an amulet, subtract
I mean,
1 from the
how
cost
are you
of the
supposed
card.
to tell if it's a... There's like
It's
not,
dead.
not much left you can tell by, except bones and like...
Oh?
it doesn't look like one size. Say it's not one. Smile.
Fanfare, destroy all allied ammo. Alright, so,
What the fuck?
go on. Zeros.
It seems gimmicky. Oh no wait, let me reread it. It seems kind of good. Well, read it again.
Whenever you play an amulet, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. When it is summoned,
Yeah.
destroy all allied amulets.
Seems kind of good because I said so.
You're just saying that because I said it's one of the most degenerate cards. we've
Yeah.
played. Yeah, okay. Cinder.
I think even outside of that, like you can just turbo out of like you can just turbo through amulets and like just having like a free summon, and I assume you have like amulets that trigger when they go to grave.
Yes.
Yeah, so fucking broken, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Correct. Alright. Alright.
I feel like it's fucking busted.
Alright. So I'm gonna take you down memory
like-
lane.
I feel like this could be one of the most degenerate cards the game's ever seen.
Well,
I feel like it is still.
we'll get
why
there.
I keep feeling smile, but yeah, I
We'll-
get it.
We'll get to that, but I'm gonna take you down a trip down memory lane. This card was printed in one of the first card packs that came out, but it didn't have this part of the text. It also was only 7 play points, so it was 7 mana. When it gets when it gets summoned, destroy everything. Okay. Then in 2020, November 2020, this got buffed. So it was 7 play points, and it had this part of the text. Do you imagine how broken that is? It's
yeah.
just 3 play points lower, so it's so fast to get off. And then 2 months later, it got nerfed again. Okay. But yeah, this caused one of the most degenerate metas ever seen.
Sounds cool.
This was so dumb. 7 mana with the same effect, yeah. It's dumb. For example, let me show you the movie. Let me show you the actual like, good items. That's the first. That's a follower. I'm dumb. Hold on, no? Summon Pegasus. Countdown 4, summon a Pegasus. It's a 5 play point follower that you can just summon on like turn 3. And then like 4 of them, because they're 1 play point. Yeah, card is dumb. Anyway, that was Haven. Now we move on to the last craft that we have. So we're almost done, guys. Don't worry. It's like a 2-hour video.
Boy.
Alright, Deus Ex Machina. It's a
Sex Machina.
on summon. It's a 5
Isn't that the card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Even?
On summon, give your leader the following effects. So, actually, I have to explain what portal does first.
It's already giving me an effect.
Portal craft is.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck, man?
You're gonna get a fucking wolf band.
Portal craft is focused on adding cards into your deck to activate certain effects. This class requires you to think ahead a lot because, yeah, basically they are cards that activate if you have more than 20 cards in your deck, for example. But this deck cycles through cards like very, very quickly. Okay, so when you summon it, it gives your leader the following effects. Whenever you play an artifact, recover a play point. Another effect is another, like a sub-archetype of this archetype.
Inside?
Sure. At the end of your turn, if Resonance is active for you, so if you have a certain amount of cards in deck, discard your hand and draw 6. So, Zeros, I know we're tired. It's like 3 parts left.
Kinda good.
Yeah, kinda good.
So I'm gonna say it's good.
Alright, Cinder?
I mean, recovering play points seems broken, not gonna lie. And like, just having this as like a continuous effect, I feel like you can make some stupid loops with this.
Oh boy.
Also just like recycling your hand. I don't know how this got like fucking legal, to be honest.
Okay. Alright.
Also, they last until the end of the match. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Like, recovering play points every time you activate an artifact, like, that can't be healthy. And it probably isn't, to be honest.
Alright, Alright.
Alright, so I have a question that is like outside of this, but also kinda not.
What?
Kinda noticed that some things that can like evolve don't have like an effect after they evolve, like they don't gain another one.
Correct.
Why is that? Like, is it seriously just that rare to have an effect after that?
Probably.
Damn.
They're just like too good when they get summoned. So that's like, it's if a card is good when it gets summoned. Yeah. Whatever, right?
I'm gonna give this Deus Ex Machina a 7 out of 10 because I can do the impression of Dueling Links meta, and that's it.
Alright, well, this card was very, very strong back in the day. It was used to dig your artifacts faster, and the play point recovery allows you to chain artifacts. Because artifact cards right now put artifacts either straight into your hand or the field, it's not really played anymore. But yeah, and the other issue is that this deck's out a lot.
So it's dagged up, but it's old.
Yeah, basically. Alright. Omniscient Kaiser. It's a furry.
Mommy.
10 of course
What
Zero
type
says
of
that.
furry?
Fucking hell,
Not
Zero.
preferred.
Like,
Go play Zudia.
you even said it after he said, like, it's a furry,
I
like,
didn't think it's a furry. I only saw a fox girl, and yeah, there was
yeah, you saw it's a fox skull and you still said it. Like, you are not even trying to hide it at this point. Like,
Yeah, at least.
Alright,
Yes, my God.
10 play points, 7/7. Accelerate once. Hopefully this is a spell. As 1 play points. Select a card in your hand, banish the rest, draw a card for each card you banished. This is your first time. Draw 1 more. That seems fucking broken. I actually never had read this card before. So I'm as clueless as you guys are. Fanfare deals 7 damage to the enemy leader and a random enemy follower. Restore 7 defense to your leader, gain ambush until the end of your opponent's turn. Also, it just gains like 7 attack when it evolves. What the fuck? Okay. Zeros.
Like, it's 10 out of 10. You know my reasons.
It's furry, okay.
Sorry, yeah, that's
Sunder.
ambushing is pork, so also 7 out of 10. Because furry, that's -3.
I should actually probably explain what ambush is, right?
Yeah.
Ambush is basically it cannot be attacked until it attacks itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, makes sense.
Alright, so it's an 8 out of 10. First of all, let me just address this. It's fucking busted. The physical and literal sense. It is just like, what the fuck?
Why the fuck are we talking about the art? Come on, man.
Come on.
And also chapter, dude, like the side quest, such a pain in the ass, dude.
I'm a Fire Emblem 4 report, I get it.
Also, that smile in the evolution picture, that kind of looks sussy. That's like a bonus point.
Alright, well, let me just explain this card then. It's a core card, and it's played because it accelerates, basically. Yeah. And then we have the last cards. And you probably already know this card. Robopup.
Dog!
Yeah, 10 out of 10, best card in the game.
We do not need to discuss this. It is 10 out of 10.
I already told you guys. But, yeah, let me just explain for the people who don't know. Actually, before explaining, I'm just gonna show you a video and then shut my mouth. I'm just going to show you a Reddit video.
Reddit Omega.
Reddit
Omega.
Reddit people.
But this deserves a spotlight. This is on 2 play points, by the way. Just 2 mana. Just the second turn of the game. Summon Pup, destroy Pup, draw a card, evolve it, get an artifact, activate the artifact, summon, get 3 in deck, summon it, summon another Pup, destroy the other Pup, evolve it, gain an artifact, use the artifact, summon another Pup, get another Pup, summon another Pup.
It's a pup fest.
It's a pup fest.
Oh
it is crazy. Turn 3 OTKs. It's probably even more degenerate than Skullfang. It's
cool. Good.
It's very
it's
cool.
It's a 3,000 out of 10 because I would say the iconic line, I love you 3,000 to it.
Seems shit.
God.
Okay, Mason. Whatever. But whatever. Anyway, that was 2 hours. I'm fucking tired. I hope you guys are too. I noticed it by the lack of fucking enthusiasm. So yeah, we're just gonna sign off here. I wanna thank you for joining, all of you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you, Ceros, for joining. Thank you, Honest, for being a dragon.
Oh,
and
fuck
thank
you,
you, Stinder, for deciding to join out of nowhere.
Fuck you.
I also want to give a huge shout out to the r/Shadowverse Discord group for helping me make this and fact checking. Both huge shout outs to both Magna0 and Daoid, specifically for taking me apart and doing this in DMs. And yes, I know this video was kind of a fuckfest, but yeah, it's.
So shout out to Cat.
Shout out to Cat for editing this video, by the way. Love Cat. Love Cat. Anyway, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, if I ever decide to make one.